All right. Hello and welcome to yet another special edition of Tales of Terramir. I'm Mike Dones. Once again, I will be your host and GM for the remaining duration of this all-new live play D&D Longshot, where we have been following a series of unfortunate events that have occurred between the tumultuous lines of the Azuli Dominion and the Kingdom of Korir. Every adventure is a party, and this party's VIP guest list includes the nefariously gregarious Mrs. Hannah Nye, playing the Pangetian/human rogue, Lasmore Shikali. The guy who's so fly, Mr. Charlie Peter, as the human fighter, Duras Angadra. And the third PC to this one DM, the mixed master that cuts faster, Mr. Justin Kirkwood, playing the Tabaxi Bard, River. We got Daniel Joyce. Sorry. We got Daniel Joyce. Sorry. Daniel Joyce on the boards, in our ears and in your hearts, hopefully. And if you're with us live on Twitch, Wes is probably in the chat, so go harass the user Tales of Terramir. If you want to know more about this little dealio, missed any of our episodes, or just want to watch them again, head on over to talesofterramir.com or YouTube or your favorite podcast platforms, or back here on Twitch. We got a number of episodes on all of those things. And if you want to be super cool, like and subscribe on all of them. And does everyone remember the acronym for our socials? All right.
What?
It's TIT-TOT. Remember? TIT-TOT. Threads Insta TikTok with under the handle Tales of Terramir. So go get that content and give us that sweet, sweet validation. All right. Now that we got all that noise out of the way, let's jump right back into our adventures in Tales of Terramir Disintegration.
Wait, what? Welcome back. Last time on Tales of Terramir Disintegration. Following the deal struck with Baron Hellstrom to retrieve his only son from orc raiders in the Azuli Dominion, the party's well-deserved night of R&R was rudely interrupted by Morden Voss having one of his men serve a pre-dawn wake-up call. The adventurers rallied themselves and joined the irritated steward, who was dubious of their supposed abilities, speculating if his master's coin was well spent. Before departing, they dropped by the supply station on the way to the stables, where they were attended by Craxus, a tabaxi clerk working the counter. His pre-canned lines were delivered with the impassionate enthusiasm found in the retail field, with the added caveat of actually being enslaved to work. River picked up a scimitar for more than the market cost, even after convincing the cold-hearted Morden for a discount, and the group was finally off to the border station. On the way, small talk revealed that Fabian's mother had died a while ago due to a sickness that couldn't be healed, at least by the clerics available at the edge of the kingdom at the time. The young man was never the same after, and with no brothers, he was the sole heir of Baron Hellstrom's legacy, something of apparent great importance to him. Cassie prodded Morden about some of the Baron's less reputable businesses, dealing something of note perhaps for when they return. However, the salty steward shut that down immediately and reminded them that their task was to retrieve Fabian, not to ask about the Baron's dealings. River then attempted to steer the conversation towards talking about Morden himself instead, but he was not willing to open up to them, only briefly muttering frustrations about his failures at open mic night after putting himself out there for years. They arrived at the border station much later than expected, but were immediately prepared for the next leg of their journey due to it being operated by the Baron rather than the Koririan forces. The Baron's men traded their horses for camels, and they were provided with extra water, but alas, no chapstick was available. And within the hour, they set off, crossing the border into the Azuli Dominion, and had not traveled long before being ambushed by a dire hyena with a bark-like exterior, while being flanked by a giant desert constrictor. Once again, the party utilized their teamwork to easily take down both combatants, the dire hyena revealing themselves to actually be an orc druid who hurled various threats in her native tongue and fought to the death, even when she was shown mercy. After relieving the body of various potions and some sort of dagger made of a long fang, the party traveled a little further without incident and made camp. That night, Cassie made the rounds to check up on her companions. She and Lessimore discussed about the artifact she was searching for, deducing they would have to go deeper into the Dominion to find it. Cass readily agreed to help her once this job was over. The enthusiastic Pangina had mentioned a fascinating detail about one of her sources. It was a glamour bard simply known as Symphona, a semi-famous gender-fluid elf who was performing in the town of Volder at the time. They sold Lessimore the information as she was making her way into the kingdom. Cass had also asked Lessimore to keep an eye on Morden, reinforcing her distrust him. She had a drink with Duras, making sure the old man was taking care of himself, but also wanting some assurance that his hatred for orcs wouldn't compromise their or Fabian's safety. Between the apparent tensions at the border and the deadly nature of the area, it was a delicate situation for sure. Finally, Cass chatted with River. Though the Tabaxi was a master of hiding her true demeanor, the ranger could tell when she was on edge. River expressed a half-hearted attempt at feigning concern for the mission at hand, her mind, of course, occupied with thoughts of her friend. Cass said she should share her concerns with the rest of the party, knowing they would lend their support, but River was hesitant, believing that the less people knew, the better off they actually were. There was a lot at stake, but Cass thought it right to let the others know what could happen considering the Baron is who he is. Regardless of her decision, the ranger pledged to back River up no matter what and promised the Tabaxi said she'd hold her to. The next morning, Cassie returned from scouting ahead while everyone finished preparing to depart and notified the group of an encampment she found only several miles ahead. As the only camp they had seen this close to the border, there was a good chance it was the one they were looking for. The party continued on foot, deciding to lead the camels in favor of stealth, and as they approached the camp, looking down on it from the ridge overhead, Morden donned a cowl and pulled the hood up, activating an illusory effect that changed his appearance. They could not see any sign of Fabian anywhere, but after observing for a short while, a large orc exited the main tent and shouted orders to the rest of the camp, prompting what looked like a hunting party to gather their gear and set off for the day, confidently leaving only a handful of guards behind. There was a suggestion about sneaking ahead to verify Fabian's location, but not wanting to underestimate the raiders, Cassie wanted to play it safe and go together in case there was danger. The party favored attempting to do this without having to kill or raise alarm, but Morden quickly reminded them that they were there to eliminate everyone. Still, they decided to make their way to the main tent undetected, with both River and Lessimore initially covering Cass, Duras, and Morden with their bows as they moved ahead. However, Duras's heavy armor betrayed him and made enough noise to attract the attention of the remaining guards, and combat was initiated. And as everyone moved in to attack, another orc exited their own tent, brandishing a curved longsword, pointing it at Duras and calling out a challenge. The party overcame their opponents quickly, and Duras defeated the orc sword master with ease, and they rushed into the main tent, only to find the large green orc and a young human woman instead. The chieftain shouted threats in Orcish and became even more enraged when he noticed them looking at his companion, shouting, "You will not take her," in his language. And as they attacked, the young woman shouted, "Stop it, please stop," which gave Lessimore pause, thinking there was more to this situation than they initially thought. She reached out with her telepathy, asking, "Are you not a prisoner?" Not knowing where the hidden voice came from, the woman yelled out, "No, leave us alone." And using her telepathy again, Lessimore then asked, "Where is Fabian?" To which the young woman had no reply for her. As the others continued the relentless onslaught of the orc chieftain, Lessimore pressed the woman about Fabian again. Not knowing where the voice came from, the woman yelled, "Get out of my head! Leave me alone!" And as the chieftain landed a blow on Cassie, River darted forward and clawed at his throat, severing an artery, causing him to reel back. The fight seemed over as he clutched at his wound, trying to speak. However, he was unable to finish as he began to choke mid-sentence. Black veins branched and crept all over his face and body as he struggled to meet the eyes of the woman behind him. Her horrified expression matched her tone as she asked him in a mix of common and Orcish what was wrong, and the warrior fell dead in the next moment. She rushed out screaming and sobbing, "Why? Why did you do that? He was mine. We just wanted to be left alone." And she continued to plead with the lifeless body to stay with her. "Please, don't leave me, my love," she said in Orcish. "You're all I have left." And then Morden entered the tent, casting aside the remnants of a parchment turning into cinders. Looking on with a smug gleam, he tells the woman, "Get up, Fabian. Enough of this foolishness. It's time to go home now." And enraged, she screamed at him, "I'm not Fabian anymore. My name is Eva. You did this. La isi aspela dobra. I'll fucking kill you." And using all her effort to heave one of the orc chieftain's heavy axes, she charged at Morden, who stood unafraid as Duras easily blocked the attack and disarmed her. And with a single word, Morden said, "Stop." The influence of a command spell paralyzing her in place, and then knocked her out with his cane. Looking down at her, all he could say was, "Pathetic," with disgust, and began to leave the tent, but not before turning to look upon the orc and telling the others not to forget to take its head. And there's a brief moment that seems like forever, where everyone is standing there in stunned silence looking at each other. What do you do?
Well, we need the head, right?
Do we have the map up?
No. Thank you. Here we are.
There we
This
go.
is where we're at.
Situational awareness.
Cassie has this uncertain look on her face. Not feeling great about what just happened, and has this look on her face where she's maybe having second thoughts about cutting off the head herself. And you've seen her do it probably a dozen times before.
All right. Does everyone else want to get out of the tent while I do this?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
Cassie looks over at you all and nods at you to just take care of it. She's removing herself from the situation, and she storms off after Morden. And you can hear the shouting outside too. She says, Hey! What the fuck was that? You said she was kidnapped. That didn't look like a fucking hostage in there." And Morden speaks up. "It doesn't matter what situation he was in. His father has paid you to return him home. And I suggest you do it before the others return." He scowls angrily. "I'm sure they would be interested to know who is responsible for this. Or perhaps the border troops would like to know who tried to instigate a war." You can see Cass, one of her hands moving towards her blades. And again, you've never seen her like this. She looks like she's about to explode. And Morden stares her down. She momentarily through the tent glances at you, River, remembering something. And she takes a deep breath and calms down. He just turns away saying, "I thought so." And Cass is just left standing there cursing under her breath.
River kind of walks over to Cass and says, "You can't take this on yourself. If it wasn't us, it would have been somebody else. This isn't our battle."
Yeah. Let's just finish and get out of here. Help me carry Eva's body out.
And River does.
Okay. You can kind of like,
Boop, boop, boop. I guess we're leaving Duras alone in there with the orc.
Oh, that's up to the rest of you.
It's a dead orc.
Right, yeah, with the dead orc. gonna get to cutting?
Yeah, just like one nice quick shing, and then I just kind of look around and probably grab some bedding and wrap the head up in it. Just go, yep.
And you take off out of the tent too?
Yeah, just kind of it slinged over my back like a bindle.
Put on a stick.
It's on the back of my scabbard, actually.
Is it a polka dotted bindle? Like it's like a.
Well, is it a polka dotted fur that I grabbed off the bed, Mike?
No, it's not. You're right. Okay. Lesson more. Before you exit the tent, you actually spot a piece of cloth parchment under some other missives on the table that you were by. You were hiding behind this this table. It's not, you can't see it on the table because I didn't literally put it there, but
Yeah.
You spot something that catches your eye.
Yeah, she'll grab it and see if she can read what it says.
Okay. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to you. And when you decide what you want to do with that, we can open that up.
Okay.
And then
as I'm leaving the tent, I'm also kind of like, if there's any torches or fires, going to be like trying to put them out. So like no smoke signals or anything kind of like start from the camp.
Excellent. Okay.
Like Duras has clearly done this type of like raid into this territory before. He's just kind of like, all right, he's just in mission mode.
Sure, 100%.
Yeah.
You're being a soldier through and through, and you just know how to take care of those sort of things, as it were. Okay, and as you're also doing that, Morden even suggests to take more heads. Sure, the Baron will be willing to pay you a bonus for each one. Cass can't even look at him right now.
Yeah, well, the one orc I had the samurai duel with.
Yeah.
Can I investigate him?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Investigation, please.
All right. Is this character good at that? Of course I am, because I rolled insane on my stats.
It's fine. All you find is a sword that's actually very similar to the one that you have. The long, sort of curved longsword. It's like curved longsword. You can guess you've been around the world. It looks like of orcish design, but surprisingly, but a lot better, well crafted. You would say that maybe it was closer to the capital city of the Azuli Dominion, or maybe somewhere else. You can't really tell. You've never seen a sword quite like it other than yours. Tucked into his belt also is a shorter version of that. I guess just coming out right with it. We can just call it like the Wakizashi version of it. Other than that, as a sword master, you don't expect him and can't find anything else of earthly wants, needs. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have any materials on us. He just has his swords because that's what he was about.
I'll grab those off him then. Just go. No use dulling a blade on them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. Can we loot these bodies over here? River comes over and it's like, well, better us have it than the crows, right? And starts kind of rifling through pockets.
Go ahead and roll your investigation too. Duras, if you're still doing the same thing too, I can count your I can count your roll.
Yeah, if we're
You
doing
did
a group one,
rapid
we can count the goddamn Justin.
If we're also
Unfortunate.
not one.
Making biscuits and
Just really-
She actually smells like a spot in the sand that's like, oh, this is a good potty spot.
yeah,
good.
she gets distracted.
Play your own character, Charlie. All right.
There's a butterfly that goes by.
Well, with the investigations, you only find, we'll say like about, let me roll this.
Yeah, River's remembering all these comments, by the way. She's pushing them deep down inside so she can take them out on you later.
You find a total of about 10 gold and 3 silver pieces amongst the bodies there. They weren't carrying much more than their weapons. It's kind of a surprise too that they even had that much on them since they're so far from like a civilization to trade with. I mean, deeper into the territory, but not where you guys are. I'll even say with Duris's investigation, still looking at some of the coins, you probably can see that most of them, if not all of them, are Carrarian, so they probably picked it up from a raid.
Okay. I guess these guys are raiders. I don't think anyone's gonna cry for them. Do you think you could, Duris, maybe package these heads up for us?
I mean, if we want all of them, I was just gonna I got the target.
What could we carry without being encumbered, I wonder?
Well, we got horses over here from the looks of it.
Yeah, I could
No.
dangle one.
Are there horses, Mike?
There are horses on the map. Yes.
Okay. Are they camels?
They are supposed to be camels, yes, because the.
Are they cool?
Oh, actually, no.
Cool
I thought about,
bounder
I thought about
cheetah thing.
It's none of that. It's none of the things that you want, and they're just I'm not giving you those things.
Is it a tank?
I thought about this. They're not actually camels. These are desert horses that would have been acclimated to the heat. In the
like
area.
Hidalgos or Vigo.
Okay, if that helps.
Lesmore's gonna go back into the tent real quick while everyone's cutting off heads and look at the.
Or do you just want me to?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Just, like real quick, she'll look at the body of the guy that they killed in there and see if he has like any jewelry or rings on him.
Investigation.
11.
This. I don't know why I said it like this. I added, by the way, I added apostrophes to all of the orcs' names.
Okay.
Amazing.
Made them canon accurate.
Canon accurate to an inside joke no one else knows.
He doesn't have much in the way of, say, like rings other than or valuables other than his like finely crafted axes, his bracers, but he does have a now bloodied sort of like a intricate tribal I don't want to say necklace per se, but what do you call it? It's just like a neckwear of sorts. Here, I'll just show you the picture again, and then you can decide.
I mean, that's a
Call that a necklace.
It is a necklace. Okay.
It's a big necklace.
I feel like there's a proper word for that.
I don't know, chains.
But you get what I'm saying. It's more of like the decorative stuff of barbarian core sort of jewelry, I guess.
Right. Okay. Yeah. She'll
It's got blood on it.
She'll kind of pick at it where there's maybe less blood, and wrap it up in a little cloth. I'm guessing it's pretty chunky, but
it is. I mean, he's a big dude. So yeah, you find a good towel by the wash basin, and you're able to pack it up too.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, she takes that, and she comes outside. She kind of maybe like at the bottom of the necklace, I see there's like teeth or bones. Maybe she'll rip one off from it, and she goes to the unconscious body here and tries to put one of those bones inside the pocket. She looks at Cassie and she's like, I know that in most cultures, widowers would cherish some sort of ornament from their past lovers, so this is a little too large, so maybe I'll keep this for my records, but, you know, now she has a little piece of him.
Yes, so does Duras. No, that's very sweet. She just kind of nods. She's, as in, like, I think that's a good idea, without saying that.
She's like, maybe it's the least we could do right now.
Morden.
Meanwhile, Duras and River are just stacking heads in a bindle.
Was that it? Was that the end of the sentence? Sorry.
He's describing background business.
Yeah.
Oh, how sweet and horrifying.
Warden's like, oh, what about that one over there? It's like, yeah, we.
Turris is like, we're gonna be rich. It's supposed to be horrible. All right. Anyway, Morden's looking back at you and says, "We better get out of here while we still have a chance. We need to get ahead of anybody that tries to follow us or tries to find us." He's starting to fuck off, or he's starting to walk off. Well, you guys are you gonna help Cassie carry the body less and more?
Yeah. I'll carry like feet or something.
Okay. Trying to drag him off.
There's horses there, though, right?
Okay, you can drape.
Yeah, drape her over the horses.
Over the horse.
Guys, use the horses. Also, we don't want tracks, so Duras kind of takes some rope and like these kind of like sleeping pads that are around, and goes like, tie this behind the horse so it doesn't leave like hoof prints in the sand.
It just leaves one big smooth track.
I mean, the wind
No, I'm just kidding.
do more to that than it will your footprints.
Yeah. Okay. You take another moment to set up the horse, what do you call it? Eva on the horse, and then the thing to cover its tracks, and you start to leave. Duras, you're the one taking up the rear, making sure that everything else is
kind of play vanguard, put out the fires, and
yeah, everybody gets a little bit ahead of you. But before you leave, over one of these tents over here, the last one, you see what looks like two smallish orc children peeking cautiously behind the entrance and spotting you. They, when they spot you, they attempt to hide again.
Don't do it.
You guys aren't there. Duras is a girl. Let him make out his own decision.
Charlie.
I kind of see him, and I go, huh. And I'll drop like a ration and then keep going.
Okay. Excellent.
He is not one who is unused to the horrors of war.
Does anyone else want to say anything as you're walking back to your previous camp?
River's just gonna check out, Cass, and make sure that she's recovered, that she's okay. Hey, I know that was tough back there. Hope you think I made the right call.
Yeah. We just had a job to do. I am just accustomed to knowing what it is that I'm getting into. It doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't make it any easier. I don't know. I'm a little bit mixed up right now. I need a little bit time to think about this. I guess we at least have a day. Just hope we do the right thing.
It's an ugly world. We'll try not to become monsters living in it. And she puts a reassuring paw on your leg.
Here. Puts her hand on yours. Thanks, River. And unless anyone else wants to say anything, the remaining journey back to the camp is just tense and quiet. And you travel for most of the remainder of the day, which is sort of an uneasy balance between covering as much distance as possible while keeping obscure the reason for both being whatever will attempt to hunt you down when they discover the mess you've made. Because of this, you, of course, don't make it as far as you'd like to, and the night pretty much forces you to make camp. You do find a small inset of rocks you pitch your tents against, hoping it'll give you some cover. And Cass, as you guys are setting up, says, I don't think we should light any fires tonight.
I was about to say.
Yeah, we don't want to make it easier for anyone else to track us, for sure. Actually, I'll put you guys on that map. Let me make sure it's all right and see this. Okay, yeah. No reason at all. Now comes Shai Hulud. Just kidding. Everybody drop yourselves on the map anywhere, pretty much. I would say bottom right, middle-ish area. And you guys can kind of set your tents up there. Morden is, of course, here on this side and keeps Eva bound up next to his tent on the rock.
Would we have short rested at any point during like the journey?
You can short rest now. You guys are planning on long resting shortly. But if you'd like to, yeah, absolutely, go ahead.
I don't know what you have in store. I just want to.
What makes you think I have anything in store, Charlie?
A map.
I am merely trying to provide visuals for immersion. I'm trying to be a good GM. Cass is also like, are you sure she has to be tied up? And he says, if you'd like for him to escape and fetch him again from some very angry savages, then be my guest. As such, I will take the first watch. And you guys have a moment to do whatever you'd like while you're here.
Yeah. As Cass is setting up, Duris will go up to her and be like, look, I know you're emotional, but you don't know what those people can do. I don't know if we did the right thing, but I don't think we really did the wrong thing.
Well, how do you feel about, I know you have sort of a prejudice against orcs, but I mean...
Well, you don't need to say the quiet part out loud, but...
There's, a human and an orc together in this situation, how do you feel about that?
Look, as far as we know, they got brainwashed. Who knows what type of orc shaman magic they have going on?
I don't know. She really seems to love him. And even as such as it, we slaughtered that whole tribe. Well, most of the tribe, the ones that were there, actually. And then they're just going to come back at us, or come back on the Korean side if they find us. Is just going to keep starting this sort of cycle over and over again, attacking and retaliating and getting back at each other. This could happen to another family, even on our side, on the Korean side. Are they to blame, or are we? We took the job, Duras.
Look, at this point, no one knows who started it. And it's been happening. It'll keep happening. And the gods know if anyone will ever solve whatever shit happens all around here.
But this was our...
But
we took the job, Duras. And I don't like the idea of doing someone else's dirty work. She obviously didn't have a good house life. This is going to haunt me for a while.
If it makes you feel better, the job's our survival. And he kind of just walks off after saying that.
I'm going to put a pin in that. We're not done. We'll talk about that later.
No, that's my cool one-liner.
She's just shaking her head. Anyone else?
Lessamore is... she's kind of settled into her tent, maybe sitting outside of it. She's going to pull out that mysterious parchment she found.
Oh, yeah. All right.
And see if she can interpret it.
Okay. Hannah, I am actually, or Lessamore, I'm actually going to send this to you.
Oh.
So we can telephone it into the game.
Cool.
Okay. And did you want to do anything while you're doing that, or are we, can I move on for a moment?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I'll read through this.
At some point, Eva stirs, looking around, and she just puts her head back down, and Cassie goes over to offer her some water. And she refuses. She just doesn't acknowledge it. Nothing, not the food, not the water, not responding to either. She's just sitting against the rock with this dead, defeated look in her eyes. Cass says, "You said your name was Eva?" I'm Cassie. You can call me Cass. All my friends do. Still nothing. Was that orc chieftain your partner? And Eva's eyes lift up a little and begin to glaze over with wetness. Gaul. His name was Gaul. And I loved him. Are you all right? You need to eat, dear, or at least drink. What's the point? You've taken everything from me. We're taking you home to your father. My father hired you to take me from the only place I've ever felt like was home. It doesn't matter where I go now. I'll not be able to live without him. I'm closer to the heavens than I'll ever feel whole again. And Cass sits there for a moment, and Eva doesn't talk, doesn't feel like engaging anymore. So she kind of gets up and goes back to her tent. And, you know, the long night continues. You plan to leave before the day breaks. So, does anyone have any? Actually, halfway through the night, you know, she walks over to you, lesson more, because she hasn't been able to catch up with you, and asks, "Hey, did you figure out anything new?" And, you know, she normally seems genuinely interested, as she always is, but, you know, of course, she seems like she's miles away at the moment.
Yes. Actually, yeah. But first, how are you? That's what happened. Was I think you and I feel the same right now.
Yeah, and how's that lesson work?
Didn't feel right, did it? She didn't want to leave. And Mortar or Mortimer, whatever his name is, he didn't tell us about all this. And it seemed like he knew.
Yeah, I think he and the Baron knew more than they were letting on. I was just telling Duras I don't like doing other people's dirty work, and I don't like being used for things I don't believe in. And if I knew, I don't know, I probably would have been against this, but there are so many other factors of why we had to deal with the Baron. I can't really talk about it right now, but yeah, it just didn't feel right doing what we did.
I agree. I don't know these other factors, but if it ever comes to the point where maybe it's okay for us to kill Morden and the Baron, let me know.
I'm hoping we get the chance sooner than later. She lowers her voice a little bit because Morden's just right there.
Yeah. She's just less voice whispering.
She's like, I can hear you. Morden's like, I can hear you. La 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 la. Yeah, did you find anything else in your studies? I see you're reading your books again. Yeah.
I found something in that tent. And if I'm interpreting it correctly, it's talking about the thing that I'm looking for.
Really?
It seems like it came through this area through someone named Supreme. She has the paper. Supreme Leader Baldog the Brute. He met with the cleric of Tytor who had brought it this way, and the Supreme Leader, his god, and the cleric's god seemed to be on the same page of what to do with this artifact.
That's insane. How did you figure this out?
What do you mean?
Where did you find this new information? Has this just...
Oh. I was like, I read it. No, I read this paper that I found in the tent that we were in, where we killed her partner. It was just sitting there on the table. It looked important, so I grabbed it.
Baldog the Brute, huh?
Do you know?
It seems familiar. That's the ruler of the Azuli Dominion.
Really?
Why would she take it to him?
According to this, her god told her to.
Is this the same cleric that you were talking about from the information that Symphona gave you? It must be.
it does seem to line up. I believe it's the same god. It's Taitor, so it has to be. This is amazing. This is the best lead I've had yet. I don't know how close I could get to Supreme Leader Balldog, but
well, I mean, it must be really important to have to track it into the heart of the Dominion. It's
right.
very, very dangerous to go in there, especially as outsiders, but if it'll help you find your brother, I'm with you the whole way.
Thanks, Cassie. Maybe we can form some sort of alliance somewhere, although we might have killed the best chance we had today at it.
Yeah, that does seem to complicate it a little bit, doesn't it?
Just a little bit. We'll sort it out.
Do you plan on telling the others? If they were to, I mean, I know we can't do it ourselves. I'm sure that they would come with us if you asked them, or if you think you needed the support.
I think I may eventually. They know that I'm looking for something. Though I don't know if Duras would want to go that deep into the Dominion. But maybe after we're done with this, we'll see how everyone feels.
Yeah, of course. I know that I would hate to break us up. I'd love to stick together, and I know that we're stronger for it.
I agree. I like this party.
Yeah, we're okay. She puts a hand
Pointing
on your shoulder.
over towards Duras's tent.
She puts a hand on your shoulder too, and it's like, thanks, Lesmore, I appreciate it.
Of course.
Okay, we have a few more minutes here. Cass is gonna go walk on over to River. Saunter over to River too. And
when you come close, you just see that River's like obsessively sharpening a dagger.
what's going on there, buddy?
Oh, hey. Nothing, just being prepared. How are you feeling?
A little better right now. I'm just still trying to process everything. I know it's a hard situation, River, but I just don't know what to do for the first time in a long time, if ever. All I know is I know that somewhere there we were wrong, and I feel like we have to fix it somehow. But I can't mess it up with the Baron. We have to do something. So I'm trying to not make any rash decisions about that.
I realize what you're giving up. I mean, I feel like I'm almost making you give up a piece of your soul for this. I'm sorry.
No, don't be. River, don't be. This is a hard situation, and no one else is to blame other than the Baron, who is evidently a terrible, terrible person. So I mean, they couldn't expect anything less from him, or that guy over there. No, not Duras. Duras, get out of the way. Morden.
What?
Who? But River, we're headed back. We're getting close. Are you sure you don't want to let the others know what you're planning? I mean, I'm only have a vague idea. It's only fair. We're practically family. We care about each other.
Fair? I don't know. Is anything fair? Not in my experience.
Are you willing to put them into danger without even letting them know why?
Well, I mean, they have their own reason for being here. They want to get paid.
I think it's...
I'm sorry to sound crass, but everyone has to look out for themselves. I'll look out for you because You're like a sister, but the others, they're nice. Lessimore's nice. Duris is in that tent over there. But once we finish this up, we can get free of this whole situation. And with any luck, that bald-headed old shit over there in that tent, we'll get to see him breathe his last breath, right? That'd be fun.
I'm looking forward to it, actually. I don't like to have just murder on my mind, but I'm not happy with the situation.
Yeah, I know. And look, if I find the right time, I'll let them know a bit about the backstory, but I can't promise anything, okay? It has to be the right time.
It has to be your decision, and that's fine. I just wanted to let you know how I thought about it. Especially with what's going on, this could get dangerous really quick. I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say you're just a really, really sweet soul. You remind me of Feather.
I'm sorry. It's just difficult to let all of this go. I only held back because we needed the Baron.
Yeah.
She sounds lovely because I'm so awesome, No, but when we're done with him, I want to make sure that he pays for everything.
Me too.
Just promise me we'll try to do right by Eva, no matter what.
Of course, yeah. We don't want anyone innocent to get hurt, right? We'll do what we can.
Yeah. She starts to get up and walk away, and then she turns and says, I know it's too dangerous to do right now because we have to be quiet, but when we get back, I'd love to hear you play. Just to ease my heart.
You got it, Cass.
And she heads on over to her tent. And hey, guess what? It's about time. So let's take a quick break while the party settles in for the rest of the evening. Remember to like and subscribe, whether you're on this platform or that one over there. And if you're with us live, come on and jump into the chat and come and say hi. All right? We'll be right back. And welcome back. I hope everyone had a nice long pee. I don't know.
And how?
I don't know. It's like that. Need help. Okay. We are settling in to the evening here. Everybody, the night is so much more darker in this instead of rocks. Hopefully it's obscuring you from view from anybody trying to search for you, if they are at all. The stars are also again overhead, but it is almost pitch black. Who has night vision? None of the humans. And do Pangenians have night vision? I know you're human technically. I don't know if that was a thing.
I don't believe so.
I actually have a pair of goggles of the night. No.
Does the Tabaxi River?
That's what I'm looking at right now. Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Yes.
Okay. I'm making sure that someone has it. I usually play elves, but I'm playing a human.
Yeah, Tabaxi has night vision.
Cool. At least somebody can find their way. Everyone's kind of settling in. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
We usually give Rivers second shift because of that.
Yes, but Morden right now, he insists on taking the first watch, which is going to be up pretty soon. And at this moment, he is going to take a walk. I need to exercise my legs. And he's going to take off for a moment. Does anyone have anything they want to do before we get into, because I know we we need some time to RP here. So if you guys want anything else to do, now is the time to do it.
Imagine Duras is kind of like sleeping, but that kind of like light field sleep where he just kind of like grumbles at whatever someone says something out loud and just goes, yeah, okay.
Oh, and everybody, I don't think anyone really took a lot of damage, but ability wise and stuff like that, you are able to at least take a short rest before we get into the long rest for the evening.
Okay.
As well.
So River, seeing Morden walk off, is immediately going to just make sure that he's out of view and run over to his tent here very quietly and peek in and see if she can nose through and find anything.
Roll stealth.
Interesting.
Please.
River
Okay.
rolls
Cool.
an 11.
As you're about to duck into his tent, you look back and you see Cassie. She knows what you're doing. But
Yeah.
go on. What were you?
River kind of gives a smile and a wink.
She's like, yeah. She does the sign like, I'll look out for him. You know.
Yeah. Thank you. So she's going to just peek around the tent and see if there's anything, what can she find?
Okay. Investigation, please.
It's a 21.
21.
Hey.
God damn it, Justin.
He finds a cup and a doorknob and a
I have to open up the sheet for this one.
Chapstick.
pillow.
Yeah, he's got to use chapstick, but it's all mangled. It's all mashed up. Oh no, but you close 20 with 21. It's actually lipstick. You don't find a whole.
Morden actually did drag shows at the bar.
No one's
You
asking
pull it
him
off.
questions. Well, I guess you guys were asking him questions. He's just not very personable. You find a regular bedroll, his canteen, some of his other gear, like his rations and stuff. Nothing particular of note. This 21 is awfully high. A lot of black clothes, and he did leave a book or two behind.
Okay. Can I just see what the books are? Anything of note?
Yeah. One of them is damn, I forgot the title of it.
Lady Chatterley's Lovers.
No, it's not Lady Chatterley's Lovers. It's the how to win and influence people or something like that.
How to win friends and
How
influence
to win
people.
friends and influence people, right? Exactly. Oh wait, hold on, I forgot to do this.
The art of
And
power.
then the other one is a small collection of poems. Nothing significant. Nothing very indicative of his character other than what you've seen. I will say this, however, with your 21, everything has been laid out neatly and orderly. He seems to not just kind of like toss everything in there. He's very meticulous about his, I guess, sleeping area.
Okay. All right. Well, she doesn't find anything interesting. Then she's going to just open his canteen and like hawk a big loogie and spit in it. And she's going to use prestidigitation to just leave a faint lingering odor of like dead fish in his tent. And then River leaves.
Amazing.
Okay. You do that. I don't know what else to say.
I do the shit out of it.
All right, we're pranking the shit out of Morden. Cass is like, oh, me. It's a big whiz in there. Not even magic. Just Takes
Oh, we pray Can Morden? He puts one of the heads in his bedroll.
Oh, you guys. All right. Yeah. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Like I said, Duras catches his kips where he can.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a long morning and a long day of traveling too. So you guys have just estimating on how long it took you, plus the added time it's going to take to try to skirt around all the dangers. And for anybody looking for you, it'll take you for the rest of the remaining day just to get to the border station, and then like a couple hours after that just to get back to the town, which I totally didn't forget the name of. Willowdale. We'll call it
Willowdale.
Yeah. At this point, Cass also goes back to Eva and tries to offer her more water. And kind of seeing her kindness, she decides to take a couple of small sips of water, but no food. She doesn't take any food at all. And I guess you guys are all within earshot, so you can kind of hear everything that she's saying. But she starts to ask her a little bit about herself. It's like, we didn't know that it was going to be like this, and I'm sorry. I am really sorry. Your father just said that you had been kidnapped by these orcs, and we thought it was a dangerous situation. We were trying to rescue you. We didn't know, and it all happened so fast. I'm sorry. She just shakes her head. I expect nothing less from my father. I'm sure he had to he did anything he could or said anything he could to get you to come take me. Cass says, I just don't understand. How did this even occur? How did the orcs are dangerous? They've been coming over into the border. They've been attacking people. How did you end up in their camp? How did you end up being his partner? She takes a sigh. She says, it was about 2 years ago. We met on one of my trips out to the border. My father does a lot of business out there. I strayed probably a little too far from the station, and he caught me. He caught me. Well, he caught me peeing in the woods, actually. He and his party were going to find food on our side of the border, and instead of the normal retaliation they did, they were just, like I said, they were just trying to find food. And he didn't attack me. I guess he didn't see me as a threat, or that's at least what he told me later. And he actually found it as funny as I did. He said, "Kolo kas isra gota," which means it's a good thing you relieved yourself before you saw me. And then he let me go. And in the following weeks, I found myself just thinking about it. I made frequent trips to the border stations. Really, it was just to get away from home. Even before my mother died, I was having a difficult time with my identity. And well, you met my father. He wasn't exactly supportive. So I frequently returned to the same area, hoping I'd see him again. I was curious, and it was exciting. And don't you know it, eventually he was there. looking for me. Never think of this as someone so menacing as him, but one time he actually brought me flowers. It was actually more like a fistful of weeds, but it was sweet. She starts getting some tears in her eyes just thinking about it. In the times I was home, studying his language, he was very surprised the first time I spoke to him, trying to tell him my name. Hola, Fabian. He was delighted when I would try to say something and he'd help me through pronunciations. He became very close. There was something there that felt comfortable between us, but of course, this sort of thing pops up, not from where we were from. And after my mother died, I had nothing left at home. My father pressured me into bearing the weight of responsibility of keeping his legacy. He wanted me to marry a childhood friend, a girl in the village named Alia. I've known her all my life. She's sweet, but I didn't care. Not that she doesn't deserve to be happy, but that wasn't going to be me. I wasn't going to be with her. All I could think of was about being free, being me and who I really was in the desert with him. After my mother passed, I ran to him and sobbed all night, lamenting my loss. And he comforted me, and he gave me this. She touches the large blue jeweled necklace. Actually, I never showed you a picture of Reba or where this. He said he found it in a cave on the Ramara Ridge. He gave me this and he asked me to be his. He said he'd take me away and protect me. And of course I accepted. And for the first time I felt hope for my life moving forward. And then somehow my father found out I'd been meeting with him and forbade me to leave for the border without strict supervision. I think it was more than spying on me. Fucking Cody. Slaves, they're all slaves. Everyone who works for my father. And I was desperate. I had accepted Gal's proposal and was never to return. What would he think? And I came up with a plan. It was dangerous and uncertain. The wrong move can mean my death and maybe even his, but I had to try. I wrote a letter explaining the situation and told him to meet me at the manor at the appointed time to help me escape. Then I waited for the next raid on one of the nearby villages. I'm not proud of that. Several people were killed and many lost their livelihood. But there wasn't anything I could do to help. Could you blame them? They're merely getting back at all of the deliberate attacks that they made on them. Cass said, wait, he was telling us that the orc raids were coming in, crossing over the border, that they had been getting more aggressive. It's only because my father has been sending his men to instigate attacks. He wants to start trouble. He wants to start a war so that the kingdom can send more reinforcements, more support for him. Cass has this look of just kind of putting it together on her face. I missed a few of the raids, but I found myself in one of them shortly after. I put myself in front of one of the raiders and spoke to him, calling out Gal's name and asking the warrior if he'd deliver a message. And he was surprised I could even speak Orcish and knew Gal's name. And apparently the message made it out to him because last week he was there at the manor I had never been so happy and scared at the same time. We had embraced, and he kissed me, and he said not to worry anymore. He had brought several warriors from the tribe, and we began to leave the manor. And I wasn't even sure if we were going to make it. Taking one last look back, I saw Alia in the window of her room. She had been staying with us, another effort of my father's. And I'm sure she saw Gal and I together. But when we met eyes, she didn't move. She just looked sad and angry. I just turned away. And we made it. We were free and happy, and I was accepted into this tribe. We were going to disappear and never come back. And then you all found us. Found us and killed the whole beautiful thing in my life. You loved me and accepted me for who I am and didn't try to make me into anything else except strong. He taught me to be strong and proud. And now he's dead because of you and old Geezer and my father just trying to start a war for money. So like I said, you might as well kill me now because without him, I have no reason to. Just puts her head down and starts to softly weep. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say Lessimore has inched closer during their talks, and she's kind of like, right, she's standing at like maybe 5 feet away, just kind of listening in, crouched over, just like nodding to the story.
And Cass looks up at you and has this look on her face like, what have we done? But then, our good friend Morgan, out of nowhere, says, "Are you finished? There's no helping it now, Fabian. Nothing to go back to, so you might as well return to your tribe." And Cass just gets up and grabs his arm. Angrily whispers to her, "Leave her alone. Hasn't she been through enough? This is no concern of yours. You are being paid to retrieve him, and that is all. Failure or refusal to do so will warrant our contract null and void, and the Baron will have to send someone to deal with it. The Baron lied to us. We would never have taken this job. It doesn't matter. What's done is done now. You will return Fabian and collect your money, and you will leave Willowdale." And Cass looks up like she's about to say something else. Does another double take at you, River. She calms down and shakes her head, and then pointing a finger at Morgan says, "You're going to regret this. So will the Baron. Is that a threat? It's a promise." And she just walks away. "Is there something I can help you with?" He says to you, Lessimore, as you're pushing up on the tent.
She kind of backs up a little bit, puts her hands up. She's, "Actually, I do have a question. You see, in my studies, most people of status like this, they have more children." And she kind of like gestures over to Eva. She's like, "She could go live her life if the Baron had others. Why did he not have more?"
Well, that was certainly a problem after his mother died. That's why it's so important for Fabian to come back.
She kind of shrugs. "Usually they remarry."
I think it's a little too late for that. He wanted He wanted the children with Mrs. Hellstrom. I actually didn't come up with a name for his wife. I just said his mom. Mrs. Hellstrom was very special to him. It was too late, in his opinion. He's getting older, and he wanted to make sure that he was groomed properly to take over his legacy. Not like you need to know, but there is no other recourse except for Fabian. He is the answer. He is the key to the Baron's legacy. That's all you need to know.
Of course. I did not know you were so passionate about this.
Well, I serve my master, and I serve him well. He trusts me to do the right thing.
She kind of just shakes her head. Whatever makes you happy, Morden. She walks away.
As you walk away, he whispers to himself, nothing makes me happy. He picks up Eva and drags him into the tent, throws her in there. And he sits out front in a meditative seat.
Meditative.
Yes, meditative. Thank you. He sits down in a meditative sort of like posture and closes his eyes. And he pulls out a book that you didn't see before, that he was actually holding under his robes rather than in his tent. And he starts reading that. And he reaches back and he grasps his flask, and he takes a sip and takes another sip and caps it, puts it away.
A little viscous there, Morden?
Must check the water stores at the station. It seems to have turned.
Oh, that type of flask.
Water skin. Sorry, not flask. Yeah. Sorry. Anybody else? Anybody else got anything that they want to talk about, do, or whatever?
No, Darius just sips from his flask at some point after.
You're gonna try. Are your water skins still full of water?
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't had one drop. Great. Roll for kidney failure.
They're for weak men.
I got a kidney right here. Let's see here. Okay, everybody roll a d20 as we turn in for the night.
10.
15.
19.
Okay.
So is Mike in and out for anyone else a little bit there?
No.
The microphone?
Yeah. Mike,
I could hear him just fine.
Okay,
A little
good.
bit.
That sucks if it was. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh.
It wasn't
I didn't hear anything.
So everybody is going to bed in their respective tents. And let's see here. You said River got a 19. River, at first you think it's your dreams or maybe the wind as you doze off. But it doesn't seem too long into the evening when you start to hear the camels get restless.
Okay. River's going to just peek outside, see what she can see with her night vision.
Yeah, at first it's very hard to see, and then you hear the scuffling, and then as you're exiting your tent, you actually hear Morden's voice scream out, "They found us!" And you, like I said, when you kind of rub your eyes and adjust your vision, you see Morden scuffling with an orc. and I need everybody to roll initiative as
right.
has been discovered. I will say too. I'll get into that. Maybe I'll just mark him right here. Okay, fantastic. Oh, and switch the music. Let's go. Wasn't a lot of.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Keep going.
Well, that's all it is. And then like the bagpipes or the big orchestra.
Are you going to do it again? Don't do that. God damn it. Dune. Specifically didn't want to do a Dune.
But we're hiding in a siege.
No, you're thinking about the Uzuli Dominion. This is more like not completely sand. It's a mixture of both. All right, whatever. Let's see here. Turn.
So we're in the God damn it! What the fuck's it called? There's the Dune Sea. Is it the Judlands from Star Wars where they do the Dune Eve? Yeah, it's the Judland.
I know what you're talking about. Let's see. I got to remember how to play.
Waste is the rocky area.
Ooh, River 23. My goodness. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
Fucking bullshit my brain retains. Yeah, I need to know what the rocky area of fucking Tatooine is.
Did you Google it?
Yeah, it's the Judland Waste.
Okay. This episode has been brought to you by, well, not officially by Google. All right, let's get into this. I think that River and then Lessamore, I got a stagger. And I forgot our good friend Morden. Don't you just love this guy? This guy's he's fun, isn't he?
He's the life and soul.
He's the life and soul of the party. Okay, let's get into it. River, you are up. You are the first to emerge from your tent, and you see Morden scuffling with this large orc. He seems to somehow be holding his own as you are being approached by 4 other ones. One looking a lot larger than the rest, holding a giant maul. The other one's holding a variety of other weapons, such as great swords, great axes, stuff. What do you do?
All right. River whips out her horn, and she blows a really dissonant sound towards the one that's closest to her.
Okay, great.
Dissonant whispers at level 2, which is
whispers.
you have to throw a wisdom save, and then if he fails, that's gonna be 4d6.
Yikes! All right, let's see how he does. Oh, he got a 14. He just missed it. So what is it?
On far away, creature doesn't move, blah, blah, blah. On a successful save, takes half as much damage. So I'm going to roll.
No, he missed it. He missed it because your spell DC is 15.
Oh. All right. That's a 16 psychic
Holy
damage.
cow. Okay.
Damn.
Well,
How do you do it?
how do you do it?
She blows the horn toward him, and his ear, blood just squirts out of his eardrums, and he collapses to the ground.
He sees you emerging from your tent, and he starts running at you as you blow the horn at him, and he's just all of a sudden, and he's like, ah, and he falls. He does that thing where he's running at you so fast that he falls flat on his face, and he slides right in front of you, and he stops. Wow. Well done. What do you do with your bonus action?
She's going to just kind of move in a little bit here to be closer to the center.
Okay.
That's their movement. I'm not going to do a bonus action.
Okay, great. The closer you get, you see, like I said, you see the whole hunting party is basically at your doorstep. With your observatory powers, you notice that some of these are some of the hunters from the party that you saw earlier in the day. Is that all with your turn?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and erase this guy. Where is he? Get out of here. Get out of there, you silly. Okay, as this orc berserker is up, and he is going to take his great maul. He's like struggling with Morden, and he pushes him away, takes his great maul, and he's going to take a swing at Morden for a oh my gosh, he misses. Morden ducks down with he swung for an 8, and Morden ducks down, and he misses him. Misses him. That's all I got. Sorry. Lessamore, you're up.
All right. Lessamore, she's awakened by kind of the noise that she hears outside.
Uh-huh.
So
I won't count your movement out of the tent as movement. So if you want to step out, you can start from there.
Okay, awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That still gives her then 30. So she sees Morden fighting that guy, and she will run forward to the first guy she sees in front of River.
Ooh.
And just kind of quickly slash at him with her new snake tooth dagger.
Oh.
With her cloak billowing behind her, she goes with her dagger. For 11.
For an 11. Still getting used to it. He does see you coming or emerging because he's about to ambush you. Between that and you just getting used to the dagger, you just barely miss him with your first attack. What do you do with your second attack? Or what do you do with your bonus? Sorry. Rogue.
I was like,
Rogue.
sorry. No,
sorry about that.
I know she can take a cunning action. Yeah.
Sure can.
She's going to take a cunning action to disengage and kind of run past him. So she's going to like tried as she was running towards him to slash him, and then quickly runs past him, disengaging.
Excellent.
That's it for her.
Excellent. This large one, ignore the name. I'm gonna give you a picture of him because he's the special one. Before you kill him, because you probably will.
Is he the Lisan al-Gaib?
He is not the Lisan al-Gaib. All right, just quit it with the Star Wars Dune stuff. Okay, we're not there yet. No,
is he John Carter?
He is not. He's not. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, I'm just kidding.
Wait for me to think of another sci-fi.
Okay, fine. He actually comes over here and he sees you, Lessamore, and he is going to run over and take a swing at you for. Oh shit! Oh wait, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Does a. What did that do? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Does a 15 hit you?
No, miss.
Okay, sorry. It was attack. It was adding a modifier that I didn't need to put on there. He misses you. Oh, cool. How about a 24? It's a 24 hit you. He comes back around with the second attack, and he tries to swing at you for 8. Not slashing, bludgeoning. It's bludgeoning damage. He knocks you in the gut.
All right.
I don't know. I forgot. I accidentally put great axes on him, not great mauls. He has a maul. just to let you know that he has a
That's
maul.
not
Duras,
what was
you
in
are
the
up.
picture.
I know. I don't know why I put Great Axe on him.
All
Probably
right.
at 3 in the morning.
So here in the scuffle, Duras, who didn't really get out of his gear, kind of goes, oh shit, and clicks his boots of speed, and he'll rush up to this guy next to Morden Vaz, and then I will take a big ol' swing at him. 28.
Yeah, I think that hits. Let me check. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 12 slashing.
Okay.
Hit 2.
Oh
wait, I should have advantage on that. Let me see if one. Let me see if this is
go
a nat
for
20.
it. Oh wait, with the
No,
first
it
one you
wasn't.
did get a. Oh wait, you're right. Okay, yeah. So you still hit
Yeah.
him. He's wrestling with Morden. You come up behind him, dishonorably slashing him in the back.
Oh no, there's no honor.
Exactly. Remember that, kids. If you're in a fight, there's no such thing as cheating.
Kick him in the nuts.
Really?
All right.
Oh, okay.
What?
I didn't know.
Yeah, no.
That was second attack. Is that your second attack?
Melee attack.
No. Second attack's just another slash at him.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll again, or are you fine with the 17?
Oh, no. Roll again because that was your.
Yeah,
because
because it was the
attack,
advantage.
yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 definitely hits.
All right. 17 slashing.
17 slashing.
Wow.
Wow. How do you do it?
I just kind of like sever his spinal cord, and he kind of crumples while like kind of still alive.
And still, like, he splits in front of Morden as he's like gripping him. Morden's even gripping one of his hands, and he's holding it up as the other part of his body falls. And with Morden's dexterity save, he totally misses, and he is also covered with a spray of blood.
LOL.
Then it's still like short rest territory, right?
Yeah, you guys did your short rest. That's, I mean, fine. I'm just kidding. That's fine.
No, yeah.
No, you did. You guys had a short rest before because you were getting into the middle of your long rest, so you're good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, oh, wait, does that? Oh, it does. It does come back.
It does. Fighters are dope.
Yeah, I second wind. And I'll move in between these two.
Do you mean
Purpose.
action surge? Second
Action
wind is for
surge?
healing.
Oh yeah, I wanted to action surge.
Yeah, because I know you spent your hit dice before.
Yeah, that's a long rest though, right?
No, it's not. I don't think it is.
You can use it twice, saying it's an additional action. Once you use this feature, you must finish a short. Oh no, that is also a short rest. So I will action surge, and I will.
Action searching all over the place too.
Yeah. I will slice the guy to the north first.
Okay.
23.
Yeah.
Wow.
10 slashing, and then second attack will be to the guy to the south of me. 24.
Yeah.
Wow.
And 16 slashing to him.
Yeah.
How do you do it to that guy?
So I kind of like come in and I kind of like lower, slash the first guy, turn around, and bring it down on the second guy where I get a better, like more critical hit on him. And then kind of like boots of speed, use it to like turn around. Like I just anime swing, like Raiden in Metal Gear Revengeance.
Anything for your bonus action?
No, the action surge was a bonus.
Was it? No, action surge isn't a bonus action.
I thought it was a bonus.
No, it's
action.
not. I don't want to tattle on myself, but no, action surge is not a bonus action.
Action
Second
surge
wind
is
is,
something
yeah.
you can fucking do.
Yeah. I mean, you only get the one. Thank God.
Oh, I could have fighting spirited that.
Did you need to? Do you think that was really necessary?
It's the boots of speed, but boots of speed was a bonus action.
Correct. Okay.
So that's it.
That's where you're going to be. All right. Leaving a trail of death in his wake, this orc enforcer is going to try to take a swing at you after you cut open his midsection. He knows he's on the verge of death, but he is a proud, strong warrior and never says die. He will just die. Does a 23 hit you?
Yes.
Yes. It's not gonna be much. I'm gonna get one in. Yeah, 11 slashing damage. 2 turns in contract. Mark it. Why do you guys only get one attack? You guys suck. Morden is up.
You could change. You can change that on the fly. You know that, right?
No, I can. I have boundaries too. Morden turns around. He drops the what do you call it? The other half of the guy that you killed, and he whips out a wand and he whips it over towards this guy, casting magic missile at level 1 at him for 1, 2, 3, and just and the guy, the orc gets knocked over for enough damage to kill him. A wand, huh? Interesting. Let's see, River, you are up. Oh, top of the round. However, top of the round, 2 more orc warriors. Don't come on me, all right? They go into play. They're catching up with the rest of the group. As River, you are up.
Okay. Where are they?
Have those guys in the wings.
Okay, for this big guy here, River is going to cast what's it called? What is it? Enemies Abound.
Oh. No.
So that's going to make him not be able to tell friend from foe. He will have to do intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence? Oh, balls. Oh, damn it. I forgot all about that.
What?
I forgot to add the rage damage to some more, but we'll pitch that up to the next
Was I
round.
supposed to take rage damage too?
No, you weren't supposed to take rage damage, but yeah, the guy gets a 3. Does that beat
yes.
He does.
So
you dumb. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, we'll put this dumbass face on him. All right, as he's swinging around his maul. And then what, River?
And then she tells Lessamore, "Watch out behind you!" And it's bardic inspiration to her.
Ooh, Lessamore, you get bardic inspiration as your teammate, who says you guys are just acquaintances, but you guys are friends. Warns you of the incoming danger from behind as you are up. I should probably have these jabronis in turn.
Lessamore yells out, "Thank you, River, my friend." The guys in front of her is confused, right? Or
yeah, can you post that spell, Justin, please, so that I can get a bead on
I didn't post it already?
So I can do. Oh, maybe you did. No, I didn't see it.
No, I don't see it.
Okay. Bow, bow, bow. Wow.
enemies abound.
Wow.
Oh, it chooses a target at random.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, okay.
But there's only ever been like all of his friends around him every time you ask this. So it's like, oh crap.
How do we randomize it?
Or all of his friends'
don't worry about
bodies.
that. Yeah.
Well, there's only one in range.
Settle down, Darius. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
Right.
Well, it's 120 feet, so I think they're all in range.
Well, no, that's how far you can hit someone with it. So that the idea is like there's a formation of guys. You hit one of their guys with it 120 feet away, and now he's just swinging at allies as they're trying to rush you.
Well, we'll see what happens, won't we?
True.
Go ahead.
His attacks are just within his own range.
Yeah.
Also, you need to add those other orcs to initiative, Mike.
I did.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Thanks. Thank you, Charlie.
Lessamore is going to swing her way around this guy who is confused. She kind of knows this spell. She's seen River do it a couple times, so she knows what's about to happen. She swings her way around, kind of running low, and she's going to try again with her snake tooth dagger for 23.
Oh! Yeah, that hits.
Okay. 7 piercing.
Seven.
I know there's poison damage.
Ooh.
Let me.
Did I give you the
4 plus 1, so
4 plus 1. Is it in there, you think?
No,
Might be
it's
in
because
there
it's his
already.
magic. It's the dagger. That's the dagger and the dex and actually I don't know.
It's
No,
a
it's
dagger of
for you.
venom.
Did you add it to your sheet manually, or did you? I'm taking a look if you don't mind.
Yeah, please. I'm trying to see what. Maybe it's just extra damage.
20. Yeah, no, you don't have the poison damage added to that. What was it called again? I apologize. Venom tooth dagger.
Dagger of venom.
Dagger of venom. Let's go ahead and say that you have. Oh, okay. So basically, I have to make a Constitution saving throw, and then I can be poisoned. I can
Nice.
be poisoned. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Constitution, rage, something. Oh, I'm so sorry. He got a nat 20.
What?
silvery
It's not-
barbs.
Yeah.
Oh
my god! Like, for 1 second, I'm like, dude, does somebody have magic that they don't know about besides River? Did she take that? Oh my goodness, that legit scared me for a second. Like, just let me get this in here. Let me have one. Lessamore, I'm dragging this dagger of venom to your sheet just for now,
Okay.
for you to use if you want to try to use that for your attacks.
Perfect.
Other than the one that I rolled in there. Oh well, no, it's just a Constitution saving throw. So we'll just throw that in there.
Keep it in mind.
Succeed or take 2d10 poison damage again. Okay, so don't even take half damage. What do you do with your bonus?
She is going to cutting action again and disengage. She does not
Okay.
want to get hit by this guy, so she moves backwards towards the camels in River. But her dagger of venom still has the coat of black poison, magical black poison for the next minute. So
Okay, great. Oh, it was magical damage?
I don't think it's magical, but she like activates it on the
Okay.
dagger.
And even after your attack, you slash him in the rib cage and stuff, and he's like, and he still looks confused as he fails his saving throw for enemies abound. As we move up to him, and he looks around to the closest combatants. 1, 2, 3. We're going to divide it between the 3 of you. For D6, Durst, you're 1 and 2. This one is 3 and 4, and the bottom right one is 5 and 6, which he is going to charge at with his
Yeah.
Great Maul. And you twos. Oh, 12. I don't know. The 12 hits these guys. These guys don't have a lot of armor class. Okay, so he misses him, but he is going to take another swing because he's good like that. And he misses him again. He's stumbling around, and you can see him. He's struggling, trying to fight it, but so his swings aren't as true, and he misses his companion. The other guy is yelling at him other orcish phrases like "Ungas Erika not," like saying, like, "What the fuck are you doing?" As we move to Duras.
All right, I'll move up to this guy in front of me since I'm also familiar with
He's like,
spells, and I'll take a couple swings at him going, "You shouldn't have come here in orc," or whatever. Oondada-boonga. whatever that is. Is it honeys?
Charlie, get a little bit more prepared.
Oh, wait, wrong weapon.
Oh, you
Wrong weapon.
Oh, thank you. Oh my god.
Sorry, a 28.
22.
Dirty.
I mean, I guess. It just force you to use your light crossbow.
So, I mean,
I'm just kidding. No, just go ahead.
15.
How do you do it?
I just kind of like step up to him and just like kind of like overhand stab him in the heart. Take it out.
And he slides down your sword.
Yeah.
You stab him so hard that your sword hits the ground, stakes into the ground, and he slowly slides awkwardly down the blade.
And then I'll move forward to this other not magically affected orc.
Okay.
For a second attack at 21.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay.
13.
13?
Yeah.
Still alive! He's still alive.
Right.
He's like, come on, you pussy.
And then I'll end my turn there.
Great. All right. Woo! This one's dead, and this one is... It's him, and he is going to swing at you with his great axe for a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I guess. Thanks, Charlie. 7 slashing damage.
These guys are actually hitting me.
This guy,
Fools.
Morden Voss. The fools. This guy, Morden Voss. They didn't really pay attention to what you did to the other ones back at camp. He is Morden's gonna flick his wrist and he's gonna cast another magic missile at the at this guy. 7, so 3, 2, and 5 is 10. As the that's not 10. Not add 10, take away 10. The magic missile bolts fly out of his wand and curve around you, Duras, and the other orc, and smack the guy in the head, doing 10 force damage. As we move on to River. Now's your time to kill Morden. I'm just kidding. Well, everyone's busy. You're muted.
You're still muted.
Still muted. Oh no, audio?
Audio. Well, we are at like 10 o'clock.
So?
If we want to segue into something while Justin figures out his audio issues. Nope, he's thinking about it.
Here you are.
Hey,
It's a little garbly.
Hold on, let me wait.
It's coming in real hot.
Sorry, guys. My sure mic popped out. I'll fix it after break. Okay, if you can hear me, I'm gonna. River's gonna run up and still out of range. Stop here and throw her dagger at big guy. She's got 3 of them, so she'll throw 1. Not the.
That's out of range. Can't you run like 60 feet?
No, she
Well,
doesn't
out
want to
of
get
range of
close.
hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I got you.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't.
Oh, 22 hits.
22. Okay, that is 3 piercing.
Oh gosh! God dang it! He gets it right in the eye. He gets it right in the eye. It's like something
It's a
else
big
in
guy.
Turkish that I don't have prepared. Wait,
Yeah,
the
the
one
name
that this guy right here, or the guy in
No,
the
big
name
guy,
guy.
big guy.
Oh, the big guy.
Yeah.
A 22 still hits. Hold on a second. Let me add the points to this guy so he's still alive, barely. And you said 3 points, okay?
Yeah.
And he can make the save, I think, every time he's damaged, or is
He
it
sure
after
can.
the
He sure
turn
can, but
where
I'm
he's
gonna wait till
damaged?
the end of
No, it's each time he takes damage, so she
Okay.
attacks again.
let's see. Nobody uses this spell. He got a 4 on his intelligence save. This is insane.
This is almost better than concentration.
This
or
is insane.
confusion.
Nobody has, like, in any of our games, nobody uses enemies about. It's insane. Go ahead. What
very
else do you
good.
do?
It's a great spell. It's a great spell.
Yeah, evidently.
Is it board only?
No, it's not. But I mean, Justin is using it really well.
Okay. Vicious mockery. Too slow. Ha ha.
No, that's vicious mockery is an action. Your dagger.
I thought it was
throw is already
I thought it was a cantrip.
Yeah,
It
cantrip,
is,
but it's an
cantrip.
action.
It's an
So you
action
can do an
cantrip.
action and a
Oh,
bonus
okay.
action.
Yeah.
Throwing the dagger was your action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
You can still say that if you want.
See, like the
Nay,
top
boo, boo.
1% of characters control 99% of the action economy, Justin. You're just like,
Evidently, Juris.
who?
Yeah, that's actually he doesn't need it. Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Super bonus action.
Yeah, thanks. You're right, he doesn't. Let's see. Lessamore, you are up.
Okay, Lessamore is going to run this way. 5, 10, 15, 20.
You right there, Mike?
Does this still count as advantage with this guy here? Or do I have to be directly on the other side?
You have to be directly, you have to draw a line like
Boo.
across the center of mass.
Okay. I think that's as fast as she can make it.
You still get sneak attack because I'm within 5 feet, though, so you get more damage.
Oh, wait. Is that how it works?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be a advantage? Okay.
Nope.
I'll take your word for
It
it.
can be. Advantage does do that, but also if they're within 5 feet of an enemy.
Sweet.
Mhm.
All right. She runs up anime style then, taking out her dagger of venom towards this guy.
Stop animating, everyone. I didn't realize I was muted.
Yeah.
Oh, Nat 1 does not.
No.
Hit.
Can I use my bardic inspiration, or does it not matter?
No, that one
it
doesn't
doesn't
matter
matter.
on attacks.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. But I do need you to roll a D100.
Okay. 100.
As you
She
try to
was-
do the anime run and
Yeah.
you pick up on a little bit of the desert, dry desert ground, and you slip a little bit, and you slip and you miss your attack, but you keep hold of your dagger. Anything with your bonus?
I think that's it for her. No,
Okay.
That's all she could do. No.
Okay. Gurren, this other orc, and he's gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going clockwise, and he is going to take a swing at 1, 2, 3. He's gonna take a swing at his buddy. You don't know if they're buddies. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not enchanted anymore. He just hates this guy. He's gonna take a big old swing on him for 14. No, I mean, yeah. So he takes his maul and he smashes this guy into the ground. Basically, his head and part of his shoulders mash into the dirt. The hit was so hard. He's dead. Enemies abound, everyone. That's bananas. As he takes another swing, and he's going to go for... I'm going to split it, the difference, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Duris, he's going to come after you for a 15.
Ooh, yeah, that misses.
You see it coming a mile away as he struggles to lift his maul, and he tries to swing at you, and you do a combination of a parry and a duck. As we are up to you now on your turn.
All right. So I will use my bonus action to activate Fighting Spirit.
Of course you would.
So I gain 5 temp hit points, and I get advantage on the next attack.
Man, we've been sleeping on Samurai.
Yeah, we really have. I didn't even realize it's like
Unbelievable.
a base edition class. 24 for the first attack.
Jeez.
Yeah, you got it.
Damn.
Advantage on...
Hot hand.
You can give yourself advantage on weapon attack rolls until end of turn. So that's just until end of turn. I have advantage on everything. That's even better.
Oh, better? That's even better.
Yeah.
on,
16
Terra.
damage.
16 damage. All right. He looks
now I'm
pretty
flashing.
beefy, though. So you get
27 for the second.
that hits.
All right. 12 slashing. And
Okay, you see him taking this
my
damage,
turn.
but I mean, some of these killing blows that you're taking are glancing. Actually, that's 2 attacks. I get to make the save twice. The first one was a 4.
Not too bright.
This is for Justin's spell.
Brian. But the second one was a nat 20. So he finally snaps around out of it, but he sees everybody else around him dead. And he just... So we're moving on to Morden. Morden is going to skate up here and throw his dagger at... What's his name? You don't know his name. Because, you know... Oh, wow. Morden with a nat 20 on him for a whole 6 question mark?
Even
Piercing
Mike's
damage.
characters are getting in on it.
Yeah, I didn't know that Morden was going to be so accurate with that. As we move on to River. River, you are up.
Okay, River's gonna run up behind him and with advantage swipe at him with her scimitar.
23 hits. So you all start to surround him.
6 slashing to hack away at him a little more.
Okay.
And that's it for River.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action?
No.
Less than more, you are up.
All right. Unless some more will also scooch up to hack away this guy.
Yeah.
She tries her dagger venom again for 24.
Yeah, I think a 24 hits. Yeah, let me see. Yes, it is.
Was there anything we were supposed to
8
do with that venom?
piercing damage. Yeah, because 8 piercing, which is... We'll do something with that, and he has to make a Constitution saving throw. He got a 26. I'm sorry.
Yay.
He's a barbarian, so he resisted that, but he does not resist your sneak attack. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
Forgot
get
about
that
that.
sneak damage.
Ooh, I'm so afraid of rogues sometimes. Sneak attack damage. Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Not terrible. Not great, not terrible. All right.
About average.
Average. We are, let's see, you're at 11. Okay. We're going to say at this point, too, it's not exactly the top of the round, but you see Eva kind of like crawling out of the tent, and she sees what's going on, and she says, Guran! Boga Eva Tonti! Kagdraton do gazag vutina toka! and he turns over and he sees her, and he starts to get even more angry as he's going to take a swing at Duras.
All right.
With a huge miss, but he's going to pull it around and swing at River.
Is he recklessing at all?
Oh, he's not. Thank you. I appreciate that. You sure you want it?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard to remember that.
Just remember, we all get advantage on him.
Oh, I know. I think that was going to happen regardless. I got to tell you, though, this advantage, his reckless attack on Eudoris was a nat 20.
Okay. Yeah, that.
He does 28 bludgeoning damage to you.
What?
So that
Hits you as he swings around and he hits River for a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
He does 17 to you.
Jeez.
Finally landing a few blows. And
Getting some
at
licks.
this point, he is going to start barreling over to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to Eva here. Everyone can make your opportunity attacks. Exactly. Go for it.
20.
No!
I fucking give as good as I take, buddy.
And 20
30,
for
20.
River. Yeah, you hit him. And less than more.
7 slashing. What's your damage, Juris? This guy's dead.
Wow. Lessimore does not attack.
Interesting. Oh, Leslie. More.
15
Sorry.
from me.
15? Okay. Okay, very good. And Morden too. Oh, dang, Morden threw his dagger. You dummy. You big dummy.
Does he have it unarmed? Does he trip him?
No, he's like, ooh, he's an old man. Oh, I don't have any stats for his club. Damn it. I didn't think about it. I'll just
I'm just an old man. You wouldn't have tried
he
me
left his
on my
club in the
walking
tent.
stick.
Yeah, his walking stick. So he also doesn't make an opportunity attack. As Duras, you are up. Dang.
All right.
Morden, come on, man. Your first watch.
Kind of getting bloodied, but still with like the boots of speed and some other things activated.
This guy's bloodied, by the way.
Yeah.
You guys bloodied him.
Duras is gonna kind of keep moving toward, like, he's just like, you're not getting away after that hit. Moving after him. I'm assuming I don't get flanking.
You're going to get flanking with you, man.
21.
That hits.
10 slashing.
Oh my gosh.
And
you actually
22.
you get advantage because he rolled reckless. So
yeah.
We'll make the 22 that, but roll this one with
Yeah.
advantage.
All right. 25.
Yeah, that hits.
A little
That
miss.
14 have been a miss, Mike. I imagine it would. 15 slashing for the second hit.
I don't want to tell you if it would or not. This guy is starting to cut him down. He thought he would have more support than the jabronis he brought. Do you do anything with your bonus action?
I will second wind.
Okay.
So-
Did you take away your 5 temporary hit points from instead of your?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. Morden is. He does another magic missile. So that was 1, 2, and that's the third one that he's doing. 1, 2, 3. Some pretty stellar blows as he does 10 force damage on the big orc guy, who seems to be stronger, 5 times as stronger as all these other dudes that he brought, and it pelts him with the magic missile blasts. River, you're up with Lessimore on deck.
Okay.
He's looking pretty hurt.
Premier.
River pulls out her flute this time and blows a super high pitch note directed at big guy here, of course.
Like
Or
a
that's
2-year-old.
Dissonant Whispers.
Quarter.
Dissonant Whispers at level 2.
Wisdom
It's 11 psychic damage against a wisdom save.
Oh my goodness! You wouldn't. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was Morden. I rolled Morden's wisdom save.
Yeah, of course. He's way better. She's not trying to explode Morden's head.
I am sorry to say he did roll a 20 on his wisdom
Rolled
save.
a
So
20.
does he get
That-
half damage?
Let me see.
Because that's psychic
Because
damage. He doesn't have
cantrips,
resistance.
so-
Yeah,
no.
3, 6.
Dissonant Whispers is a cantrip.
Oh, is it not?
No. It's
So
a
it
level
would be half.
half damage. This is level 2, so it's
Okay. 6.
3.
11 plus 2 is 13. Divided by 2 is 6.
That's a 3, 6.
Damage
3
get rounded
d6.
up or down.
Let's see. Well, no, I haven't rolled damage yet.
You rolled it on the.
Yeah, I rolled
on the
in there.
attack.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, 11. Okay, so
Okay. That is, I'll tell you right now, that is not an insignificant amount of damage, though, for where he's at. He's trying to struggle past it. And you are, River, you are screwing this dude up like this whole fight. Anything with your bonus action.
And yeah. Oh no, damn it. No. I can't. Can I grant Eva Bardic Inspiration?
Eva. I mean, you can give anybody a Bardic Inspiration.
Oh yeah, Bardic Inspiration, Eva. Eva,
It's allies.
watch out. Duck.
Interesting. Okay. She feels weirdly inspired by her captor. Is it just allies? I'm not fluent in Bard, so I don't know enough about it.
Oh.
But we're gonna roll with it for now.
Okay.
Because we'll see what happens. Lessimore, you are up.
Okay. Lessimore is conflicted. She is going to take her action. I think it's an action to kind of pull up the hood of her elven kind cloak so that she's hidden. As she kind of watches things plays out, she makes her way over to this area. And then maybe as her bonus action, she uses her telepathy to talk to Eva. She says, "This is your friend. I'm so sorry." And that's it for her.
Sorry, not sorry.
Sorry.
I will say in the moment that you do that, she's like, yes, he's here to rescue me. Garen, this orc is he's gonna take a swing at you, Duras.
Mm-hmm. How's he swinging?
29. He's swinging recklessly.
Yeah,
He's
that
got
hits.
to 29. He does 15 damage.
Yep.
And he pours in this radiant energy that surges over his body into his hit, dealing an extra 5.
Ooh, I am down.
He just blows, he knocks you down, and he's holding his body in his wounds, and he turns to Eva, and with a combination of his second attack and his bonus, he pulls out a dagger and starts to cut her bindings.
As I go down, all I can think is, why did my teammate not attack him?
No.
You're gonna have to live with that. Duras, you are up. Please roll a death saving throw.
Yeah, I guess I need to do that. 9.
That's one failure.
Yep.
Morden is up, and he is going to. Oh, where's his character sheet? He's going to whip another magic missile at him because he lost his dagger. The idiot. Actually, no, he's not going to do that. Sorry, I'm going to go back. He says enough, and he holds out his hand, and he casts Eldritch Blast at the orc.
Oh.
And hits with both. Oh, shit.
Hmm?
Ooh.
Ooh.
The blast, as he's trying to free Eva, he cuts her back bindings, and he looks over, and the Eldritch blasts both hit him, and they're so powerful. They knock him over, and he lays unmoving. And Eva, now free, screams, she's like, "Gura, no!" and starts crawling to him and trying to stir him as combat is over. Wow, good job.
Can I cast Healing Word now?
You sure can.
All right, Healing Word. That's 1d4 plus my charisma modifier is really high.
You should be able to just roll it off of your sheet, I think.
Oh yeah. Healing Word.
Unless you want to do it manually, whichever is easiest.
I got it. Okay. That's 6 plus 4. So you're back with 10, Duras.
Wakes up, and you see the body of your attacker, your assailant, next to you, and Morden standing over you, and Eva cradling the body over here. Let me turn this music off. And she's just rocking and lamenting the loss of this apparent friend that she's lost again to your hands. What do you guys do?
I'm just recovered from the hits, just going, oh, son of a bitch. Oh, God. Damn, was I out? Oh, we got him. And he kind of lays back down, just going like, like.
Westmore walks over and we'll hand you a potion of healing.
Oh. Thanks.
So she's is she? I thought he cut her binding loose.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. River runs over and can she grab her and try to rebind her?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
She runs over and wraps some rope around her.
At first, she pulls away, but eventually she's just sobbing so hard that she doesn't fight it anymore, and you rebind her.
I forgot for a second that that orc was trying to take her, not attack her. Okay, yeah, that's what River does. Like, sorry about your luck, but you're still with us.
Marta says, hopefully that was the last of them, or maybe it was the only ones of them. It looks like the hunting party that was there earlier this morning. Maybe we won't have as much trouble heading home tomorrow.
Oh, you better hope it. I don't know if we could handle another raid like that.
Well, it is apparent that you guys are worth the gold that we are paying you. Everyone roll a perception check.
Yeah. Where the hell is Cass?
2.
That's interesting you say that. Well, you guys all rolled terrible. But with Duras actually saying that, and I think River too actually is thinking the same thing right as you say that, Duras. Cass is usually the first one out when anytime something like this happens, and you notice that she's not out there.
River goes running into her tent to see if maybe she's in there.
She's snoring.
Do we see anything in there?
You open the tent and you actually see her turned over on her side. And at first you assume she's asleep. And as you reach for her, just to, verify that, your heart starts to sink as you can already see the stains of red on her white hair through the dim light, especially with you can't see color with your night vision.
Yeah. It looks like chocolate syrup.
You turn her over and you see her lifeless eyes just staring past the canopy of the tent. She has a large, jagged gash across her front.
Is she holding a bloody knife?
No.
No! Cass! And she shakes her as if she's gonna wake up somehow.
What's wrong?
Cass! She's just freaking out. She can't even answer. She holds Cass against her and just getting blood all over her.
I have a potion. Lessimore will bring out a potion and try to uncork it and try to put it down Cassie's throat and see if anything happens.
I mean, you're trying to do this, and even as you touch her face, it's already so cold. It's so cold, and you're pouring the potion, and I mean, if you had a potion that was as good as the ones in Sweet Secrets, maybe, but this one does not. I don't know why I'm trying to be funny. It's supposed to be serious. Cass is dead.
It's all good. Lessimore's crying as well, trying to. It should work. It should work.
It's not working. It's not working. Somebody help me.
It's not working.
Someone help.
What is this commotion?
Shut the fuck up. This is your fault. This is your fault. She picks up a dagger and just kind of mindlessly starts waving it around at him.
I did nothing. And he kind of glances in the tent. So he's like, those savages must have killed her in her sleep. Cowards. I didn't see them coming in. I fell asleep and then they attacked me.
Insight?
Yes.
Why not?
Why not a 13?
Can I do it as well?
Yeah, anyone can do so.
It's taking a while.
Still inciting.
She's thinking. It's not loading.
22. River, would you like to?
There we go.
22. Wow.
Jesus.
Durst, you're not able to tell. You're still recovering from your
Concussion,
your
unconsciousness.
Yeah, all of that, all of the above. Less
Shell
and
shock.
more. You're not quite sure. Or rather, how do I say this? You think that Morgan is full of shit.
Okay.
Well, at least you guys can split her share of the reward money. Let's clean these bodies up. And he walks away.
Before he gets out of range, River collects herself enough to cast Detect Thoughts. This is a very complicated spell.
Yeah, it's a lot of words.
Damn it. For no reason at all, of course. Let's see here. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast a spell.
Intelligence check.
Well,
I think.
you actually
wisdom saving throw.
You initially learn the surface thoughts of the creature and what its mind is on, what it's on its mind in the moment, what's most on its mind in that moment. And as you're, let's see, blah.
I can probe deeper with.
Correct. So
he has to do a wisdom save.
And that's what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm trying to add this. That's not anything. I'm trying to find the sheet. All right. So, let's see here. Wisdom save. Wisdom check.
So it initially learns the surface thoughts, but then I used another action to probe deeper.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, Charlie.
Your
What?
He's about to pop.
Feel his initial surface thoughts are good riddance, and doesn't feel any sort of emotional attachment, any sort of remorse about it happening, and wanting to just get out of this mess and get home. Your deeper probe, however, doesn't reveal anything, as it feels like his mind is a little bit harder to penetrate.
River just grits her sharp teeth, puts her dagger away.
What?
I've read in my books about clerics that can revive people. She Lessimore brings out a book. It's somewhere in here. Maybe if we could find one like that, we could bring her back.
Do you know how much gold that usually is?
Doesn't matter how much gold it is.
Well, I know it doesn't matter, but I don't think we have that.
As you all are trying to what happened, Morgan, or Lex's dagger from body. I think he threw it at this point. So he stabbed the guy and he drags roughly back to and you guys decide what you want to do for the remainder of the evening. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break before we move on. Remember, we are streaming every other Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Something with an Amazon Prime, an American Amazon Prime account, apparently, will get rid of those pesky little ads for your viewing pleasure. And if you're a fan, be sure to re-up every month because, I remember to do that too. Yeah, all right, so we'll be right back. Okay? And we're back. Thanks for sticking around, everybody. We're almost out of here. So, the Azuli Raiders found you, trying to get some retribution and trying to retrieve Eva from your possession. At the same time, afterwards you found Cassie, your longtime friend and erstwhile party leader, has been murdered by who? Or do we? What do you guys want to do for the remainder of
if you two are like frozen, Duras will kind of step up and go, well, we're not leaving her here. And he'll kind of like pick up her remains and try and like figure out a way to like wrap them up in a sleeping a bedroll or something. Like he's clearly wrapped up colleagues and friends before. Well, I'll trust your book, but
we have to. There's no way we can fail. We're getting the book. You hear that? You hear that, Cassie? We're getting the book. You don't have to worry. You just take a nice long rest.
At this point, it's up to you guys. You seem to have at least gathered her remains respectfully and have plans moving forward. But you also think to yourself, what do you guys do at this point? The plans that you had after this mission, or even what to do about this quest and this job, depending on how you all are feeling about it, which I am getting that it's in sort of separate but together directions. What do you want to do?
Come on. River wipes her tears, walks over and pulls her dagger out of the body of a big guy here. Says, come on, let's go. Let's get our gold.
that's actually Morden's dagger.
No, Marty.
They mixed them up.
She's got two daggers.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
This is very exquisite. I was trying to steal trying to steal your pen.
Filthy mitts off my pit.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like that bad of a guy.
You want to leave at this time of night?
Yes. Let's go get our gold. Come on. Oh, actually, I guess we should we should rest.
No, honestly, we should head out. We don't know when more will come. Are you gonna make it?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
We'll figure it out.
All right. If you're gonna make it, let's go. Preemptive wound closure. What is that?
I believe you can make a second short rest within the long rest period, but I gotta tell you, you guys are that was the toughest fight yet.
Well, technically, I took a short rest before the long rest already.
Yeah, but can't you take 2 short rests within that period?
So I took one, and then I guess I didn't take another one, I guess.
No, you just took the one after the orc camp.
Yeah, after the orc camp.
So
all right.
Take another one, and then the next.
Yeah. Well, I can make it then.
For now, but it is a long journey. Still, at least a day out. But under the cover of night, perhaps you'll be able to make it. All right. Is that the consensus? Everybody's going to return. I guess this is what I have to ask. If you guys are, what is your plan? You're gonna just go into town and
just try and beeline it to at least the outpost.
Okay, and to the Baron and turn in Eva or Fabian rather.
Well, the outpost where we were at, and then probably long rest there.
Okay, no, perfect. Yeah, all right. You know that it's not an insignificant distance, which is why you camped here in the first place, but it does take you a little bit of time to gather your things together and mount up, load up everything on the camels. I don't want to speak for River and or Leslie or you, Duris, whoever is gathering Cass and her belongings.
I'll kind of gather her up and put her on a camel that I hitch behind mine.
Okay, great. And she's wrapped up in the cloth while whoever's gathering her possessions can't help but feel this sort of like this gravity of loss, so sudden and so unexpected. Pull yourselves together and you start traveling through the evening. I don't know what this sounds like, so we're just going to play it too. It is only, I'll say, because you feel like you've defeated the initial, at least the initial hunting party, that you feel that you can move a little bit faster than you were before trying to stay undercover. Obviously, this was their home, so they were able to catch up with you, but it takes you at least half a day, kind of bleeding into the early dawn when you get to the outpost, and they see you and they collect, they drag your camels in and they try to water them and stuff and take Cass's body and some of your.
I go, hey, don't touch that.
We're just merely putting it away. To
don't say it.
I can't see who it is.
Say her.
Do the math. You have the sign-in sheet.
Where would you like me to put her if you're going to put her in the morgue?
I'll take her back to town.
Okay. They let you do whatever you do. Duris, I think you would be familiar with sort of these outposts. This is, of course, the Baron's outpost of sorts, but it's not, unfamiliar to you. So you are able to tend the body in the appropriate place while you are offered the barracks. Morden himself also looks like he is ready to take a nap, and you guys are all positioned in the barracks and are able to take a long rest if that's what you're looking to do. In the meantime, Morden had taken Eva, Fabian, however you want to identify them, to the holding cells so that they don't escape, and he also takes a long rest.
What was that?
He also takes a long rest.
Oh, okay.
So everybody can go ahead and do that. And, 1, 2, skip a few up until the middle of the afternoon. You feel that you have enough energy to make the remainder of the journey, which will take you far into, we'll say into the early evening as you arrive, when you arrive to Willowdale. They re-provision your horses. They put Cass's body on her horse. I guess you would hitch it to yours, and then you would ride out. Anything else anybody wants to do before we leave?
Nah, not leaving the outpost now. Probably just stock up on water and then head out.
Sure. They give you the rest of the provisions. They try to fill up your water skins, Duris, but they're like, oh, these are so full.
No, I need this one filled up, and he hands him over like a metal canteen flask.
Puts the bottle to him, and he fills it up. He's like, there you go. Wink. Soldier to soldier.
Yeah.
It's still a very somber ride. It's very quiet, intense. You are all separately thinking about what you're going to do when you get to Willowdale. And you arrive there in the early evening. What do you guys do when you arrive into town? Morden himself is saying, I will take Eva to the Baron. Come to his hall when you have the time to collect your reward.
No, we want the reward before you deliver Eva.
Okay, follow me. He leads your horses into Hellstrom Manor. The guards take your horses, and Duras, I assume you're going to carry the body?
I'll
or are you just going to leave it with them?
No, I'll kind of like, I feel like on the way in I would have been like knowing a place to drop her off that's more reputable than his.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, if that's what you want to do, yeah, you can, because you're in Willowdale, you can drop her off in the appropriate place there, whether it's like the morgue or the doctors or whatever, or the temple. You leave her there as you guys go to Hellstrom Manor. Leads you down through a series of hallways. I would like to say that River is actually clocking sort of all the passageways in the manor, trying to figure out the ins and outs of the place until you reach a large hall of sorts. Everybody drag yourself to the bottom of the screen. And as you walk in, these double doors open up, open each side by a pair of guards. And you see Baron Hellstrom sitting on a throne in the middle of in the back of the room, posturing himself almost very important, like. And Morden had dragged Eva to the room, and as he sees you walk in, he says, I knew you could do it. Yes, the moment I laid eyes on you all, I knew I was making the right choice. I have a very good instinct for these things, you know. Morden told me it is unfortunate that pretty one didn't make it. There certainly were risks, weren't there? But if I'm being honest, she didn't really seem to know what she was doing. I mean, rest in peace and all, but you don't get into the game if you can't handle it.
Durst is quietly shutting the doors behind him.
The guard kind of moves to you and he says, no, we got that. It's okay.
No. Like, you got a key?
And he's like, yes, we're actually locking it right
He'll
now.
pull a rank on them.
Yes. We're locking the door right now.
Yeah.
Is anyone saying anything?
River sort of takes a deep breath and starts to walk up towards the throne. Say, thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for the condolences for my friend. She just keeps walking closer.
Yeah, yes. Well, you must want your reward. That's what Morden said. Now, let me get it. And he says, Arcian! And he looks behind him and he waves his hand over, and this large figure comes stomping in.
That's
totally the mountain.
What'd you say?
What?
So that's the mountain.
Is that the list?
What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. This guy, this big guy. Don't mind the other things. I just have to show you the picture.
Jesus Christ.
Says, well, you certainly earned it. Oh wait, actually, I have this thing too that he plops down right in front of you. That River is standing on top of. You certainly earned it. Drops it down right there. But I am afraid you've seen too much. And I'm not that comfortable to let it go. And or the big knight guy, he opens up the chest, and you see that it is completely empty. And at the same time, even though Duras is already out there, the guards are locking the door. All the money in the world can't guarantee your silence. So it's a shame, really, but you cannot be allowed to leave here alive. That is, unless you submit to me. And he points to you, Duras, in the back. You're old, but I could always use some muscle. I'll pay you handsomely. And he looks at you, Lestamore, and says, You look like you can cook. Do you know your way around a kitchen? And then he looks at you, River, and says, You, my dear, would fetch quite the coin at the brothels. What do you say?
River darts up behind Eva and puts a knife to her throat.
I didn't think so. That's too bad. And I guess, wow, we're gonna go ahead and cut it off right there. We ran a little long. Thanks for sticking around. Our schedule is going to be a little bit wonky in the next couple of weeks, but stay tuned and we'll let you guys know what's happening. Join us right now on our Discord for some post-episode discussion. I hope you guys had a good time. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Tales of Terramir Disintegration. Thanks.